Hey guys, so I was thinking the other day with my peanut-sized brain because I was getting bored of Ultrakill. I needed a new challenge because 1, I hate myself, and 2, I thought it would get views. So today I decided to start the no-hit journey of Ultrakill on brutal difficulty starting from the prelude. Now, of course, this video is inspired by Gromth because I saw his no-hit video, but I had one major problem with it. He uses weapons you don't even unlock on the prelude. Now, of course, this is my only criticism for the video. I thought it was pretty good, but I think the video would be better if you only use the piercer on the first level and so on and so forth, only using weapons that you could actually unlock in the actual game. That's why in this video we're gonna see, can I P-rank every level in Ultrakill without taking damage? So without any further ado, let's get right into it. We start off by going through Ultrakill's main menu and starting a new save file from the ground up. We then go over the boot up sequence, and to be honest, there's nothing really special about the boot up sequence. We select our difficulty, but that's about it. We go over the status update. Mankind is dead, blood is fuel, hell is full. After skipping through the tutorial level, we then finally go into the first level, 0-1. Oh boy, here we go. Now, one quick disclaimer, this was my first mistake, actually starting the run, because this challenge is difficult. In order to beat this challenge, we'd have to come up with a plan, and after a few failed attempts, I finally came up with something that actually worked. And so here was the plan. First, I'd put myself behind the statue, piercer the filths. Well, I kind of missed and failed in this attempt, but then afterwards I'd go into the glass ceiling because there's way too many filths for me to take care of in this really small cramped room. Afterwards, I would go into this tunnel, piercer, and honestly that's how I would take out the next couple of filths in the next few rooms because it wasn't really that complicated. Like, look at this. Boom. Gone. This room would also be just as straightforward as the last, as I'd just break a glass panel and they'd all die. In this room, my main objective was to just headshot all the strays as fast as possible before they caused me any real problems, and afterwards I'd just stand here and kill the last remaining filth. In the next room, again, same plan, headshot, and yeah, pretty straightforward. This room was a little challenging, so I hid behind this wall, killed the filths, and with a well-placed piercer shot, I killed everything in the room. With relative ease. This room always gets me a little bit stressful because of the strays to the side, because first I have to kill those filth over there, and then deal with the strays over there, and I kept missing my shots, which didn't help much. And finally, the hardest part of this level is the Maurice over there. And so how I dealt with him was I just parried him, a lot of friendly fires on the side, and finally parried him once more, and that was it. That was the end of the level. Zero 2 was an interesting level because the only two weapons I had were the marksman and piercer, so I took care of those two strays, and with a well-placed shot, piercer shot, then killed everything in this room with the glass panels, finished off the remaining filth. Here, I had to position myself well to kill as much stuff as possible, killing all the filths there because they just jump at me, and finally finishing off that last stray. This room, I also decided to position myself, kill all the filth, and just make sure I don't screw up anywhere. The next two enemies were also really easy to handle, and while being careful of the traps, I slide through and steal a swords machine kill. My footage then gets a little bit laggy, but I think you understand the gist of me killing everything and not getting hit. However, the next room would take a little bit of practice and even a little bit of luck, as the filth would always screw me up along with the 4 filths on the back of the room, but this time I got lucky and I was able to successfully do it. Moving on to the third level, we finally purchase the last variation of the pistol and finally get the red variation. So quickly moving on, we kill the 2 strays and then using the red revolver we kill the filths down below. afterwards, in which we go into this room, position ourselves, red revolver, kill everything before it even gets a chance to hit us. Then in this room, I just like to stylishly take out the enemies, and then I proceed to go into the first boss room, in which is the sword machine, and I use 2 cheeky red revolvers and parry him. And this is the part where I have to be very careful, because I'll be honest, I lost a lot of runs to this guy. I parry him once more, ricochet him a few times, and that's the end of the swords machine fight for now. And I also unlock the shotgun that I get to use. I destroy those filth over there, the strays over there, the big guys as I like to call them over there. I actually just forgot their name. Some filth around the corner, no more. This room was surprisingly easy. After ricocheting that stray, I just beat them up. I just shoot at them with the shotgun and with a combination of the pistol. And there's 2 strays there, fairly easy to deal with. And there are a few filths here which surprisingly mess me more up than the last room. 2 strays up there, gone. And finally, we have to fight the swords machine one last time, in which I do basically the same thing as last time, making sure to carefully evade any of his attacks, and overall just keeping my distance. I get some more parries in, which that parry by itself did a ton of damage, but now I have to be extra careful, and in which I do so and get one more really risky parry there, but finally finish him off, ending the level, and we get to move on to the next one. Now that we're on the 4th level, I decide to purchase all of the variants of the shotgun, which will make quick swapping a lot easier. And I start off by exterminating all the filth in the area, and to be honest, this level was the one I reset the least, because I was able to take care of everything with relative ease, and even the Maurice wasn't that difficult. In this room, I decided to use a red revolver to clear out everything, and I tried to double ricochet, but it didn't really work. I was able to get a pretty close call dodge though. In this room, I decided to be a bit strategic, and I decided to break the glass panels on the floor before spawning anything. And once everything was spawned, I just decided to take everything out from the sky, because it would be a lot easier than to be fighting them all the way down there. And when all the filth spawned in, I tried to lure them into the hole itself, which is why I broke the glass panel. Didn't end up working in this run, but it was fine because I was able to do this no hit anyways, which is the goal. And with that being said, I finally get to move on to the climax of the level, 05. Having finished all the levels and unlocking all the weapons possible, we venture into the boss room. One quick slam storage and we're there. We wait for the statue to come, and the fight finally begins. So my strategy for this fight was to basically get the Cerberus down to half health as quickly as possible. I used mostly just the pistols here with the occasional shotgun swap, while making really dead sure that I'm away from it. Once I got it down to half health, I made it a priority to go onto the roof, because if I'm on the roof, it's much more difficult for the Cerberus to actually hit me. And believe me, I've tried fighting those 2 Cerberuses down there, but I found it was incredibly difficult to do it no hit. So I found this strategy is not only the most consistent, but the most possible for me to upload this YouTube video in the next century. And finally, after that endurance test, I finally managed to defeat both Cerberus no hit. Finally putting a conclusion to the prelude no hit. Hey, so you finally made it to the end of the video, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I plan on making more no-hit videos. I want to finish the entire game, but up until now, only Layer 7 is out, so for the time being, I'm gonna try and do no-hits all the way until Layer 7. If you want to see that, I would ask you to please subscribe. I'll be honest, my channel analytics are really sad. It's less than 1%. On like one of my good videos, it'll be like less than 1% of people are subscribed. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. So if you want to help a bro out, why not subscribe? I plan on making more videos, and who knows, maybe I'll go somewhere from here. So if you want to see more, subscribe. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.